everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the UTSA Roadrunners. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Syracuse will kick it off to get us underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Hardy. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
This time it's complete. Tackle made after a big gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the Roadrunners looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll run it here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's reeled in. It's Hardy. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. Big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Hand off to the back. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Finds room at the 30. Tackled, but first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very...
Tremendous toughness here. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Orange have it now, 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking for a gap. It's Davis. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
UTSA 7, Syracuse 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Going to try to use his legs here.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Davis. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back in the flat. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. 2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tight end makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaking free at the 35. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And the kick will be down just inside the 45. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback still with the football. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Orangeman.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. It's a quick grab. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. That completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. It gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Now the 40, the 30, at the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Makes a quick catch. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Tries the right with a quick throw. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Orangeman. So the offense clicking now, Kurt, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
The extra point is good. It's 28-10. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. That's a design quarterback keeper. He shreds the tackle. Moves the ball up to the 30. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that ball is incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Roadrunners will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the second half is a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the route is on. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Hardy. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on it, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The shotgun handoff here. Physical running, fights off the defender. And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Powers through a tackle. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Pressure is coming. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Finds his man. It's Hardy. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Caught on the outside. It's Anderson. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. The field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. And the single back takes the handoff. Eludes a tackle. Finds room at the 30. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
Syracuse 35, UTSA 20.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And the same runner's got it again. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Touchdown, Orangeman. And this one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job with this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
They'll make the first down, and that scramble, that's a tough one for this defense to give up. And the Roadrunners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a quarterback keeper. He's found some room at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kurt, but they look pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is